Welcome to the 2024 first robotics competition game, Crescendo, presented by Haas. 2 alliances of 3 teams each compete to score or play notes in 3 different field elements, amplify their speaker, get on stage, harmonize, and take the spotlight before time runs out. Alliances earn additional rewards for meeting specific scoring thresholds and for cooperating with their opponents. Robots start each match inside their alliance's starting zone and may be preloaded with a note. During the first 15 seconds of the match, robots are autonomous and can be programmed to leave their starting zone, play preloaded notes in their speaker or amp, and collect and play additional notes. During the following 2 minutes and 15 seconds, drivers control their robots. Robots collect notes from human players at their source and play them in their amp and speaker. Each time an alliance plays 2 notes in their amp, the human player can hit a button to amplify their speaker for 10 seconds. Notes played in an amplified speaker are worth more points than those scored in an unamplified speaker.
A human player may choose to play a note scored in their amp to cooperate with their opponent. If each alliance plays a note by hitting their cooperation button in the first 45 seconds of teleop, all teams in the match receive a cooperation point, which will influence a team's rank in the tournament. The number of played notes needed for a bonus ranking point is also reduced.
Robots are protected from contact by their opponents when at their podium, off the ground, and during the last 20 seconds of the match while in contact with their stage. As time runs out, robots race to get on stage and deliver notes through the flap and into the trap. Bonus points are awarded for harmony when robots on stage use the same chain. On-stage robots earn even more points if a human player spotlights the robots on a chain by scoring a note on the chain's corresponding microphone. The alliance that earns the most points wins the match.
Hi, I'm Fiona.
And I'm Nate. This video covers the Alliance area. It's behind the Alliance wall, and it's where drive teams play the game from its 3 driver stations.
Each driver station has a shelf for the team's operator console. Note the strip of loop tape. Attaching hook tape to your operator console helps prevent it from sliding around or falling off the shelf.
Every driver station is equipped with an Ethernet cable that connects your computer to the field management system. There's also an AC outlet with a 2-amp fuse in case your operator console needs power.
Stack lights at the top of each driver station relay quick diagnostic information to teams and field crew. Check out the game manual for full details.
The Alliance area surrounds the backside of the speaker. There's a separate video on that field element, but we bring it up here because the speaker does make some noise as it counts notes. Check out the video on the speaker for more information.
This year, we're introducing an autonomous stop button, or A-stop. There's one for each driver station, and it lets you disable your robot in auto, but it's not for the whole match, like an E-stop. The A-stop means that your robot is re-enabled for teleop. When the A-stop is pushed, the amber light in the driver station blinks. On the opposite side is the normal E-stop button that lets you disable your robot for the match if necessary. Shout out to Rockwell Automation for donating the E-stops, A-stops, stack lights, and for powering the station control cabinets.
This year also brings new team signs. The new signs allow for 5-digit team numbers displayed in the Alliance color throughout the match. There's more to them than just that. They also display the following information on the back: amp timing, progress towards the melody rank point, and match scores. It can be difficult to see the timer on the far side of the field, but the official time is also displayed on the timer in the back of driver station 2. As always, full details are in the game manual.
Remember, you can only enter the field if deemed safe for humans. This is indicated by team signs and subwoofer lights in green.
Good luck, and we'll see you at the competition.
Hi, I'm Fiona.
And I'm Nate. We're here to show you the amp. The amp is where robots play notes, which allow their human player to amplify their speaker.
Robots play notes in the amp's pocket. The pocket is slightly deeper than 3 3/4 inches, 18 inches tall, and 24 inches wide. The bottom of the pocket is 26 inches above the carpet. The amp is 4 feet, 1.5 inches from the Alliance wall.
There is an April tag that's centered on the top of the amp to assist robots. See the game manual and the field marking and layout diagram for details.
The amp features 2 buttons. The button closer to the Alliance wall is used to amplify the speaker, and the other button is used to allocate a note towards cooperation, which is when both alliances use a note played in their amp in the first 45 seconds of tele-up by pressing their co-op buttons.
The amp also has lights. These relay information. The amp light illuminates the bottom light for the first note eligible for amplification, and the other light illuminates when a second eligible note has been played. Once an alliance has banked 2 notes for the amp, the human player can press the amp button to amplify the speaker. If an alliance has the notes needed to amplify or is amplified, amp notes still get match points but don't bank for the next amplification. The note won't register here, but will still earn a point.
Once amplification is over, notes played in the amp are banked and illuminate the amp light like before. If an alliance hits their co-op button, their co-op light illuminates and a note from the amplification stack turns off. To keep the amp clear for scoring, the human player can move any notes piling up out of their way.
3 high notes begin the match staged on top of the amp. As the match ends, human players can try and score the high notes on their microphones. Woo! This spotlights any onstage robots for the corresponding chain. Check out the stage video and the manual for more information on high notes.
Lastly, while there is a fence to separate the humans and the robots, human players in the amp area need to be aware of robots nearby. Always be sure to position yourself with safety in mind.
Good luck, and we'll see you at the competition. Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Fiona. This video covers the source, which is where robots retrieve notes from their human player.
On the field side, the opening is 3 foot, 3/4 inch from the carpet. It's 6 inches tall and runs the full width of the station, which is 6 feet, 3¼ inches. Notes slide out from the chute, which is an HDPE plastic surface and is sloped at a 50-degree angle. Notes exiting the chute can end up in a robot or on the floor.
An alliance's human player gives notes to robots by feeding them into the chute from this side. One thing to keep in mind is that there are guides inside the chute which direct notes straight down the chute and prevent any lateral movement.
Robots can also use April tags that are mounted on the top of the station wall for field orientation and targeting.
Last but certainly not least, humans moving around back here need to be aware of and avoid tripping over the legs supporting the station.
Good luck, and we'll see you at the competition. Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Fiona. This video covers the speaker. Robots launch notes into the speaker to earn points, and launching notes into an amplified speaker is worth even more points.
There are 2 speakers on the field, one for the Red Alliance and one for the Blue Alliance. The speakers are integrated into the Alliance walls of the respective drive teams. The opening of the speaker ranges from 6 foot 6 inches to 6 foot 11 inches off the ground. The opening is 3 feet, 5 5/8 inches wide, and is at a 14-degree upward angle. It extends 18 inches onto the field. The impact of this is that the closer your robot is to it, the larger the effective opening is.
At the base of the speaker is the subwoofer. The subwoofer extends 3 feet from the Alliance wall and has 3 foot 5 inch sides. A robot can use the subwoofer for alignment, and the subwoofer also deflects notes that didn't make it into the speaker.
Another aspect on alignment, the front face of the speaker includes 2 April tags to assist robots. One April tag is centered below the opening, and the other is offset towards the center driver station. See the field marking and layout diagram for exact dimensions.
2 sets of lights indicate that a speaker is amplified. The lights at the top of the speaker turn on for the full amplification period. The subwoofer lights count down from 10, showing the remaining amplification time. That countdown is also displayed on the back of the team number displays. Check out the Alliance Station field tour video for more details.
Notes are counted in the speaker using infrared sensors from Rockwell Automation. There's a device in the speaker to serialize and count notes, so notes take approximately 1.5 seconds to be processed and counted. You can find timing details in the manual.
Good luck, and we'll see you at the competition.
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Fiona. This video covers the stage. There are 2 stages on the field, one for the Red Alliance and one for the Blue Alliance. The stage is made up of truss structure, the core, and the chains.
The core of the stage is a hexagonal polycarbonate structure making up the center of the stage. The bottom of the core is 2 feet 4¼ inches from the carpet, but fastener heads extend a little bit below that. If you plan to travel under here, make sure to factor that into your robot design. Also, each stage has a podium, which protects robots from contact by opponents.
An April tag is centered on each large face of the core, 3 feet 11½ inches above the carpet. These April tags are behind polycarbonate to protect them from damage.
Each large face of the core has an opening for scoring a note. This opening is 2 feet wide by 1 foot 6 inches tall, just like the amp, with the bottom located 4 feet 8½ inches off the ground. A flap covers the opening, which must be pushed inward for a note to get into the trap. It is possible for a note to get stuck if the flap is released before the note drops into the trap, and this would mean missed points.
A pipe, called a microphone, is centered above each pocket. Each microphone is set back 2 inches from the face, to the center of the microphone, with the top of the microphone 7 feet 4¼ inches above the carpet. Human players toss a high note onto the microphone toward the end of the match to increase the points for robots on the associated chain called spotlighting.
The chains are named with respect to the driver's view: stage left, stage right, and center stage. Each chain is a 1/4 inch, grade 43 zinc-plated chain.
Each chain attaches to the truss structure 4 feet above the carpet using a carabiner. When unloaded, the chain hangs such that the lowest point is 2 feet 4¼ inches above the carpet. Robots are prohibited from reducing this length by twisting, looping, or similar. Make sure to check the game manual for complete details.
When practicing, make sure to consider how the chain behaves when one or more of your partners join your robot on it. For example, your robot may have to grab the chain at a different height or may hang at a different angle.
Good luck, and we'll see you at the competitions.